Alright. Do you, know anything about people potentially getting hurt or gone missing in the woods behind the school?
You look around, and you can just interrupt in the middle of class.
Yeah, she just grabs the nearest person, or I guess, taps him on the shoulder because she's good. So she's like, hey, not to interrupt, but, you know anything?
You're not learning anything.
You know anything about, some people going missing behind the woods behind the school?
A large fire genasi man stares down at you. Where are you in your seat?
I don't go to...
Get in your seat.
I don't go to school here.
Get in your seat. Class has begun. We're done. Get in your seat.
She, looks at him with, the meanest grin ever. And she's like, fine, I'll go in my seat. And then she sits at his desk.
He's going to walk up next to her, grab her just gently by the shoulders, scoop, put her in a desk in the middle of the class.
I hate everyone.
Not everybody likes school. Now, all of the...
I have questions, man, and I need answers.
You're loud. All the little tiefling kids are just staring at you.
If I answer this stupid question about 2 + 2, can you answer my question about this dead lady?
Any questions can be done after class, after we've done our lesson.
Well, how long is class?
Until I've decided you've learned enough for the day. Now, if you please lower your voice and have a seat. We're gonna learn about types of fish.
I already know all kinds of things about fish. This one's a koi fish. This one's a red grouper. This one is a carp. This one's a catfish. This one looks like your mom. They eat seaweed and algae and other fish. And they live in these areas. I catch them on a regular basis. Guess what? I have an after-school job.
Most of the children here have after-school jobs.
Sad reality.
Yes. This is a farming town. Lots of people at work. Your feelings of feeling special can be put to the side for right now.
Now.
Does
everyone have a dad or a mom or someone else? Because I'm an orphan.
This is the D&D universe. Half of us have dead parents. Because authors are lazy. My name is Mr. Fourth Wall. I will be with you today. Now, you may write me an essay on the best type of fish.
I can't read or write.
But that's why we're going to learn how to write now. Alright, this is a T.
Why can't I leave this place?
This is an F. This is an I. This is an S. This is an H. What does that spell?
This is an F. This is a U. This is a C. This is a K. This is a Y-O-U. Wow, I'm learning so much today. I know many 4-letter words.
And all of them are going to be written for your parents. And he picks you up by the shoulders, puts you by the door, shuts the door.
She's going to get Eve, bust open the door again, and then shove Eve in.
So you want to go find Eve?
Yeah, can you, this man's being really rude. Can you go into the building and just ask him a quick question?
Why don't we wait till class is dismissed? I think you were just
being
kicked
rude.
out.
I suppose I'll wait outside of class, and while class is going, I'll just stare at him very angrily through the
We
window.
could just go investigate the woods.
Are you saying I didn't have to go in the building at all?
Well, we were gonna try, but I think you kind of burned that bridge.
Fine, let's go to the village. I'm not slowly losing it at all.
We're going to the forest. Yeah, I guess we're gonna head over to the warlock's house and just investigate the forest.
Alright, guys. You walk up the rapidly less pink path, and it dissolves into padded down forest ground. And the deeper you go, the darker it seems to get. Even with the bright sun above you, you can almost feel like a darker, more like shadowy presence in the trees around you. The darker feeling in the forest feels heavy, and the deeper you go in, as the minutes tick by, you feel you get a little lighter. You come to a clearing in the woods, and you look around, and you see a sort of shallow-looking one-story house, wood, brick, once again, much like the seamstress house, heavily faded by time. Ivy branches wrap deeply into the wood, poking through the glass. On the ground, it almost looks like fire has started. It almost looks like something had exploded from the center of the house, and the house is built on top of it. It makes no sense visually, but you stand before it, and it is encased in a wiry sort of metal gate.
The house is abandoned.
I walk in.
I'm gonna do an investigation check on the house.
There is a deep, you can feel around you, given you're a magical being, a powerful ward is around the building, blocking out any other spells and magic.
Oh, so we can't use any spells in there.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Oh, that's okay. I have a lot of tools.
I have a knife. No!
I do have that.
Wait,
yes.
what's that gonna do to me?
You'll be fine.
Well, you're a bard.
Yeah.
In my mind, the magic can't leave you.
Okay, but I can't use any spells.
Yeah, you're basically a bow with no arrows. There's like the feeling of something powerful once here, but it kind of feels like fizzled. Alright, you're in the Warlock's house. What do you want to do?
Investigation check.
You look around, and there's a sort of living space. Not as small as Seamstress, not as small as Dottie's, but just a sort of beat up love seat. Everything's in a not as much disarray as it is clutter. Notebooks, half-scrawny rooms, everything mothy. Worms, maggots, moths.
Okay.
There seems to be a doorway into another room. One other, and the living and then kitchen cooking space will all seem to be one large room. There's some gross smells, but not really anything compared to Dottie's.
I walk back out the building.
Okay.
And I go to the forest where there's animals.
Okay.
And I find a random animal. I cast speak with animals. And I throw a bit of corn at them and I say, hey, you, can I speak to you for a minute? I have more food.
So, I was wondering if you saw anything about the warlock who lived here.
Wow, you're really yellow.
Call me jaundice? What?
When I was really little, Mom said, when I was walking around, that, he was really weird,
Notes.
kind of sad, and then long time ago, the whole place kind of went kaboom.
Oh!
The house was fine, but everything that was like the birds, the cats, the plants, those got blown up. And then the backyard, that shit started glowing. Looked like the sun, fell in the backyard.
So all the birds, cats, and plants all blew up.
Boom. What happened after that? Nobody ever saw nothing. It's been a long time. Long time. That's my coin.
Yeah, sure. Tosses her like a half a thing of corn.
Whoa. Got any questions? I don't see what I know.
Rubs his little raccoon hand.
Have you seen anything happening recently in that building? Like, do you know if the warlock is still, if he left, or, if anything suspicious has been going on in this area?
There's been a lot of worms. Now the mushrooms have been popping up. It's been pretty good. A lot of mushrooms in the woods. They tend to pop up right by the flowers, and it's pretty. My friend Turtle, he really likes mushrooms. I like mushrooms. You can like mushrooms.
Can you, show us where these, where the worms are popping up by the flowers, please?
Yeah, come this way.
You walk, and he's like hustling with his fat little raccoon body. But here's the thing, he's not putting down that fucking corn, so it's like under his arm like a football. He's not putting that shit down. You can't make him. He leads you over
Here,
to...
let me just help you. And she, gets it from him and just like holds it in her hand and walks with him.
I get it back. You can get it back, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it back.
Okay.
I can give you more too.
He keeps going. He leads you to the back gate, and we're cutting to Rylan.
Okay.
Sweet.
So, is there any mushrooms nearby? Oh, dear. Okay, then I want to go outside and look for some mushrooms and some more flowers to see.
Roll for investigation to check for nearby like wildlife.
Alright.
There's some really overgrown bushes out front. There's a few toadstools wrapping up to the back of the house. There's a few random patches of black daffodils and a handful of actually colorful tulips. And, of course, the ivy across the house.
Can I roll to see if there's any worms?
Yes.
The winds.
The wind.
Worms!
I'm gonna see how we
14.
You want to say a little one? In the dirt below you, along the toadstools, you see an ungodly amount of worms. Like, it almost looks like the ground's moving.
Alright, I'm going to cast Speak with Animals. Alright, and I'm going to cast that on the worms.
A particularly Wong worm
No worm.
looks at you.
Hello, do you know what happened here?
I'm eating. I'm eating.
I have the corn on me. If I give you this corn, will you tell me?
Gourmet.
Some good eats. What do I know?
What happened to the person that lived here? What happened to this house? All the burn
Let
marks?
them fuck.
Blew himself up.
Oh, why did he blow himself up?
Mama. You go to walk over, and you're chilling with Peyton and the raccoon. Alright, what do you want to ask the raccoon? Because right now he's pointing at some miles and saying, hey, this opened up not that long ago. And, yeah. And he points down, and below you, you see what looks like an open grave.
Hi, friend. Here's your coin and thanks. And then she wants to cast.
Oh, but that raccoon immediately shoves it under his arm like a football and hustles back to the woods. You're not going to see him again.
And are there mushrooms nearby?
How
The
close
entire
is...
area is surrounded by mushrooms.
I'm gonna need you to back up.
Okay, I back up to
Get
whatever.
back, I got this.
I'm gonna back up to whatever distance you need me to.
I'm gonna cast Tidal Wave on this grave.
Okay. Can I ask why?
Yeah, well, I assume that this is going to be a boss that we're trying to kill, and I might as well get the jump ahead.
Okay.
So I'm just going to use a...
Before you do that, can I cast Talk Plants with the mushroom and talk this out before you do something like this?
Rock, paper,
That's
scissors.
fine.
Nope, rock, paper, scissors. Winner goes first.
Why don't we just roll for initiative?
Nope, no takebacks. Rylan goes first.
Yeah. I wanted her to, so...
Okay, cast Speak with Plants. I rolled an 18 for it.
Who's trying to talk to the mushrooms?
Yes.
I don't know if you can tell, but me and my character are done with this bullshit.
Hungry.
Hungry for what?
Hungry.
For what?
The nutrients.
What is the
Nutrients have left. Hungry.
What's the nutrient?
Hungry.
I should make this my new ringtone.
Hungry.
Please.
Do you know whose grave that is?
The nutrients.
Who's the nutrients?
Hungry.
Oh, are they talking? They mean Mongrel, like the warlock?
Me. Hungry.
Oh.
We. Hungry.
Do you know whose grave that is, though?
Nutrients. Flesh and bone.
I'm made of wood, so.
Come together.
Oh.
Nutrients.
Am I gonna get anything useful out of these little guys?
Nutrients.
Okay, that's my answer. Alright.
Looks like it's my turn.
Nutrients.
I'll be saying that the rest of the day.
Yeah, so I cast Tidal Wave.
Fuck ton of water. You basically just made a little fountain. It splashes in and out of the grave, spraying the mushrooms around you. Some of them are unearthed. and launched in different directions. As you see some of the mushrooms get unearthed, you see some larger bits flying away with them into the nearby grass.
Like larger mushrooms or like bones?
Bits. You walk over to
Hungry.
one of the larger mushroom bits, and you see that there's a hand growing out of the bottom of it where the roots would be.
I saved us all. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Investigation on the grave?
I suppose so. No, wait. I want to pick up a rock, a nearby rock, and chuck it in the grave to see what happens.
You throw the rock into the grave, and you're looking around at the grave, and you notice a trail of mushrooms and a lot less worms, but they head back into the forest.
I wonder what this is. Oh.
So there's a trail of mushrooms and worms into the forest.
Yes.
We follow.
So this wasn't even... I thought all the worms were here. I thought this is what they were after.
There's a significant amount of mushrooms going that way, but a few less worms. Do you want to follow, or do you want to investigate the house?
Well, what was in the grave? Nothing? Was anything important in the grave?
There was some of the body parts growing out of mushrooms.
Okay.
You guys are walking away from a clue.
Okay, we're gonna go back into the house and
There
the
you go,
bedroom
baby.
and investigate.
How about this? We split up. That's a great thing to do.
No, we're going
You can
into
go in the
house.
house and I can follow the mushrooms. How about this? We roll against each other to see who stays or who goes.
Okay.
Aha! We split up.
Make this interesting.
Okay.
Get things done faster.
You want to go in the woods?
Yes.
You want to...
I want to investigate the bedroom.
Cool. You're back in the house, and you're once again reminded that there is a door and the bathroom.
Can I make an investigation checks around any books he has?
Yeah, go for a bit. Looking at the books, you notice that quite a few of them are about necromancy.
Oh.
Who would have guessed? What a twist.
Necromancy and life magic.
Is there a carpet? Can I pull aside the rug to see if there's any like symbols or anything underneath it?
Right, I love you. You're doing the right thing, but you're in the wrong place.
Oh, wait, where else in the house am I supposed to? Am I the bed?
Did I do the right thing?
Do you realize what she's missing? Here, let me describe it again. You are in the kitchen, living room. There's a door and the bathroom.
She's in the bathroom and just pulled out a rug.
Go to the bathroom to investigate. I mean the door. Oh, the door.
We're not smart individuals.
There's a magic door.
The rug!
The bathroom.
I thought the door was the door outside. I know it's just a magic door.
In my defense, I'm in the woods.
You're gonna be eaten by raccoons. You can't help but notice. One thing you can't help but notice is the stale smell hanging in the air. The second thing you can't help but notice is the decomposing skeleton in the center of the room.
Ooh.
I wonder. Imagine going past that and being like, "This rug."
Under the skeleton is a large sigil on the ground, deeply carved into the wooden floor. There's a book in the skeleton hand. You notice a ribbon clinging to the very middle of the book. Fling up and open, you see the same symbol on the ground is etched into the front of the book.
Oh.
You open the book, and there is a passage.
What's the passage?
Necromancy, do it bad. This is your conscience.
I'm reading it, I'm not saying it out loud.
My dear and darling Dottie, I vow to kiss your lips once again. No magic, morality shall keep us apart. You are the only thing I hold dear and always admire. Your death is merely a setback. I will find you. I will bring you back to you. These worthless bodies shall feel your soul. I shall bring you back to me.
Wow.
So he's
That's
been
why
murdering
everyone
other
is safe.
people to bring him back.
This is written in dark red ink.
Now with this information, can I try and re-roll the investigation check around the room just to see if I can find anything else more useful? I read the pay.
Death's permanence means nothing to the man willing to go beyond his mortal and physical limits. With a sigil carved into the pages. Alright, so you look down and into the carvings. It looks like there's more red ink. You look around the room and it almost looks like the room has exploded. There's a lot of ash on the ground.
Oh.
And it almost looks like it goes out the door. It only on the ground. No tables are affected. Only the skeleton in the ground.
Alright, I'm gonna head out with the book and go meet up with Peyton.
Alright, baby, what you doing?
Me?
Yeah.
So I follow the mushrooms.
Okay.
What do I see?
You follow the mushrooms and you notice them getting larger and larger until you look up, and honestly after about half a mile of walking you look up and there's a mushroom probably about the size of a tree.
Does it seem sentient? Can I make a perception check?
Sure. Looks like there's windows in it.
Windows?
Spattered throughout the toadstool hat seems to be almost windows.
Have I met up with them?
Nope.
I keep going, and is there like a door? I go in.
Bro.
16.
Alright, cut to Ryland.
Alright.
I'm in a mushroom house.
So I've caught up with them now?
Yeah. You discover the mushroom house. What did you like to do? You can't see the baby.
Okay.
As far as you know, I'm gone.
Yeah, you're dead. You look around and it seems to you look around and you almost kind of like a fence that seems to be up around this giant mushroom. You see the same windows Fishy saw, and you see almost like a little garden that wraps around the side. It's cute. This is definitely a hollowed out mushroom that has become a house.
Oh, wow.
You seem to be on a homestead.
Didn't even notice.
Around you see there is several taller mushrooms, but most of them are the size of like corn stalks.
Okay.
They surround the entire area, and you know, it's like a cute little, almost like paved path that goes up to the front door.
There's nothing like no trace of like the bodies or anything like spooky like in the
Nope.
other. Okay. All right then. And no signs of life. Like no one's lived here recently.
It's not dilapidated at all. It's recent.
Okay. But there's no signs of life.
Not that you can see.
All right. I guess I'm gonna head in.
You guys go inside and you see mannequins. You see a tall bookshelf, a cozy fire, but a large living room with more mannequins, fabric strewn about, and there is a tapping coming from the other room.
I know what to do. I summon Tidal Wave.
Please don't. I would like to.
You're gonna be so mad if you actually do that and you figure out what's going on.
Looks like I'm summoning Tidal
Please
Wave.
don't. I would like. I'm just gonna go walk over and open that door.
You open the door and there is a table, and the soft tapping seems to be coming from a sewing machine, and at the table, turning her many eyes to stare at you, is a multi-eyed mushroom lady.
Hi.
I would like to introduce myself.
Are you hungry? Do you want nutrients?
Say.
I have corn and fish.
Who are you?
I am so sorry. We thought this house was abandoned. My name is Eve, and
I thought you were a threat.
Where did you come from?
Oh, boom.
they kind of followed me around.
Where did you come from? How did you get here?
I walked.
We
followed a raccoon man and gave him my corn. The big old mushroom.
were investigating a mysterious disappearance of a warlock and a seamstress.
Are you the reincarnation of a dead lady?
I'm so sorry. We'll leave.
Do you mean Lauren
Yes.
and Dottie?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Are you their daughter or something?
No, she waves you into the living room. she looks like she's about to cry.
Oh.
I really don't like. I haven't seen people in a while. She's like fanning herself because she's really panicked.
Do you need a hug?
Are you okay?
They
I could slap you out of it if you want.
No.
Dottie got really sick, and she died, and Morin became obsessed with necromancy to bring him back. He took people from the woods.
She kind of Evie kind of holds her hand to try and help calm her down.
Took them through the woods and put them in the woods, and they put them over top of Dottie to make the grave, and then he put over the grave, and then he used a spell, but the spell went wrong. And then the spell went wrong, and then all the magic went into the ground, and when the magic goes into the ground, it got mixed with the mushrooms and the worms and the decay, and then I kind of popped out like a year ago. Now I'm just here.
What's your name?
And okay. There's a lot of voices, and I think the voices are from the people, but it's okay because we like to talk. We like to talk a lot.
It's a system.
Yeah. And I make dresses, like Dottie. I don't know if Dottie's in here. She doesn't talk. Dottie might be in here.
Oh. She sounds like, what we heard, she sounded like she was a nice person.
I like to think so.
How long have you been?
This wasn't a murder mystery at all. This was just a story about a dead person. Sounds very similar. It's not. There's no mystery in this. Just murder.
My name's Eve.
No murder. Just a dead person.
I was also kind of created in a rather unpleasant way.
I lost my dad.
What's dad?
One of the dead people in your head.
Okay.
I suppose Warren would be your dad.
Here, his name is Dan.
Dan?
Dan and Sue and Aaron and Caitlin.
Oh, I see. You have a lot of dads. Are you a dad?
The mushrooms are my friends.
That's nice.
Sorry I washed away a few of them earlier.
Would you like to come with us?
All of her eyes get like really big.
I don't really have a place to go. I just wonder if you would.
I am odd.
So
Outside
Is my
does
dad
look
in your
like
head?
odd.
Well, she kind of like,
What? Dan?
No, his name is Coy. Coyvern.
Don't know Koi. Fish.
Oh, I like fish.
Guppy.
Oh, I like those two.
if you'd like to come with us, we're a bunch of oddballs too. I kind of like, you kind of like knocks on her.
Hey, she's
like,
perfectly normal to me. Jeez.
she kind of knocks on her wrist and just like, as someone made of wood and not really like others, I think you fit.
We're not all special. Some of us just have issues, okay?
Odd is cute.
Oh. I'm not odd, but thank you.
Odd.
You are odd.
Where go?
Anywhere, honestly, just exploring the world.
Want to see. See many things.
Well, would you like to come with us to see them?
Where are we going?
Okay.
Anywhere.
Go with. Be safe.